So guys, welcome back to another session. Today is a new day, and today on these YouTube videos, I'm gonna be creating a video having a very quick discussion on liquidity, on market structure, and I'll be discussing the most important points that you need to understand and master and potentially keep in mind about market structure, because market structure is very important. So this is XAUUSD, and that's where we are gonna be putting our focus on XAUUSD. And as you all know, or as you all can see, candlesticks will always be moving in a certain manner, or in a certain way. And there's two things that I want to discuss in this particular live session. I want to discuss liquidity. I want to discuss market structure based on time frames. Okay, based on time frames. I know that most of you have been using market structure on different time frames. But now the question is, how can you combine these time frames to come up with a very good market structure that you can use in every situation that you're about to maybe to take a trade? And how can you use market structure to improve your entries or to improve your technical strategy or something? So first of all, I want to discuss, I'll take in this case a case of an uptrend market structure. Okay. Remember, I always say one thing, that the market will always be moving in three specific ways: two, going up in a zigzag form, going down in a zigzag form, or going forward ranging in a range whereby it's either in a support or resistance range. So in our case, we are going to have a market structure going to the upside. We have in several breakout structures. Number one is that I want to make it very super clear that when the market is going to the upside, it's always going to have but it's gonna be consistently breaking structure to the upside. So where do you expect a breakout structure? A breakout structure usually happens in a previous created high or a previous formed high. In our case, this swing point is our high that was created. So if we create this high, that becomes a high that must be broken either for us to decide that the trend is heading to the upside. In this case, you can see at this particular point, a breakout structure happened. Now you need to ask yourself, because this is where most of the people lose their mind, what is a valid breakout structure? A valid breakout structure is where a market breaks a swing point, a high or a low that was created with the closure of the body. Okay, the body in that particular time frame has to close above that particular high or low for you to identify or for you to know that that market is heading towards the upside. In this case, anytime you identify a breakout structure, meaning the body, let's assume I'm on 15 minutes time frame, as you can see up here. When the breakout structure happens to the upside, that means that the market is willing to start a new trend, or the trend is continuing towards that direction, based on whether this is a change of character or it's a breakout structure. But specifically, both means the same as long as you continue to focus on the trend towards that particular direction. Okay, I mean, both don't mean the same, but both has the same background sense, whereby if it breaks structure to the upside, you expect the price to be breaking structure towards that specific direction as it continues. So in this case, you can see that we broke structure for the first time. Number one thing you need to identify and you need to master when a break of structure happens to the upside. Number one, do not think about something else. You must understand that in this particular case, you have a strong law that has been created. What is the purpose of that strong law? The purpose of that strong law in our case is this law that we have here. This law that we have created here is a strong law that is protecting trend towards that specific direction. What is the purpose of that law? That law is also identified as a protected law. Protected law means it's protecting the trend towards that particular direction. That if the retracement happens like that inside the range, as long as this law is not taken out, the trend is still intact and the trend still has the potential of going forward towards that particular direction. These are the rules. Listen, you don't need to stress yourself about 20 breakout structures, 5 breakout structures in a row, 10 breakout structures in a row. You just need to pay attention to one breakout structure. Once you get to identify one breakout structure, you get to study where is your strong low or strong high. And as long as the retracement happens, then you expect this retracement to not take out this low. As long as it happens, it never takes out this low, the trend is still intact and the possibility of breaking our previous highs